Activision and From Software revealed their upcoming title Sekiro, making Souls fans eager for a possible Souls-like. But with limited information available, speculation goes rampant about whether the game will have a Souls feel or not. This demo preview will shed some light on what we know and what to expect. Sekiro is an action-adventure game with RPG elements. According to the interviews by From staff, a lot of the systems that would make for an RPG have been entirely removed. For Souls players, this means that traditional builds are no longer a thing. From Software says that there are no stats or levels, leaving us to focus on perfecting our deadly craft, with a katana on the right hand and several tools for the prosthetic ninja arm on the left hand. The upgrades found through progression can still be ingeniously used to create interesting takedown situations, but builds and leveling are an important part of Souls that is, according to From, not going to be available. Should Souls players be excited for Sekiro? As a Souls player, the lack of multiplayer, again this is something that could be added on later, like Neo did, but don't hold your breath, and character creation builds may be very off-putting. You may however want to stick around and consider that perhaps you could enjoy From's combat without having to worry about getting to X weapon for Y stat. And here is where the game does look gorgeous and tempting in every way, the combat. From what has been shown, Sekiro approaches combat with the concepts of boys, posture now and slightly different, and parry at the front end of design. A strong Bloodborne feel comes from the combination of sword play with the accessories on your prosthetic arm, as we mentioned previously, from an axe to shurikens and even a torch or explosives. This is further reinforced by the God of War-like opportunity to break down or parry an opponent and initiate finisher for that extra awesome feel to your kill. Be warned though, enemies can do it too. Enemy movesets are varied and interesting, and learning them will be key to progress. Again, much like God of War did, the game also has a mechanic to warn you when an enemy is about to perform a special attack, this time with a large written warning rather than a subtle cue. This does not neglect combat learning and experience, as there seems to be a myriad of combinations they might use to get you. There is some sort of healing item, although the name for it was not revealed, so you can regain health in combat to stay in the fight. There's also in-combat revive, as shown in the teaser, that can be used to disband crowds and get back on stealth if so decide. From Software says it comes at a cost, but we do not yet know what it is. The level design of Sekiro. The world of Sekiro is a fantastical reimagining of Sengoku-era Japan. The 1500s look beautifully realized in the game, and progression seems fluid and inviting. From says that the levels are interconnected and somewhat seamless, which is something we really appreciated about Dark Souls. Shortcuts, passages, and secret locations seem to be available from apparent but unexplored secret doors. From Software says there are many such corners to explore, which should be a welcome feature for most Souls players. Some unfamiliar but certainly appreciated changes is the addition of stealth mechanics as a means to resolve progression. It is possible to sneak up on enemies and take them down in one carefully planned attack, giving players an option to opt for smarter combat. This isn't Metal Gear and you won't be sneaking past a whole level, but you may thin out enemies before engaging, or take out a guard before they can call more and surround you. The most disruptive mechanic introduced into the game is the grappling hook on your prosthetic arm. Vertically is something Souls players have not quite experienced before, but proved an excellent addition to other adventure games such as Uncharted, and certainly does not disappoint here. Accessing higher points of the map, rooftops, tree branches, gives the player a sense of ownership over the battlefield and an opportunity to carefully plan attacks and progression. Furthermore, a Famitsu interview revealed that you can eavesdrop on enemy conversations and use the information for your battle preparedness. Lastly, a mechanic that has been absent from Souls but is important to gameplay, a jump button. The combination of grappling hook and jumping makes an entirely different approach to exploration that focuses on finding hidden areas and perspective points. Seeing Activision shown as the publisher has many gamers concerned. However, From Software says they've used the reach and technical capabilities of the publisher to streamline the game with data points that they would otherwise not have for player understanding. Those who have been fans of From Software since before Souls are probably aware of their varied repertoire. Games like Kuon, Tenchu, and Armored Core all share a something while being very distinctively different from each other. In Sekiro's case, the change of focus from classes and stats to a fixed progression of polished combat gives the opportunity to get a feel of Tenchu Souls, a shinobi game with that beautiful fluid and trickster combat we got from Souls and Bloodborne. The excitement does grow when seeing From Software's trademark, enemy designs, and boss battles are there to be enjoyed, just in a different way. And there is even a pursuer-like enemy that has been introduced to play with the stealth mechanics, although we haven't seen how that pans out. I enjoy a variety of games from Devil May Cry to Divinity Original Sin, so for me the change of pace is not unwelcomed, and I'm excited to see how From Software delivers subtle cues of similarity whilst completely changing your approach and expectations.